Hey, what's going on, guys? In today's video, I want to show you how to master Google Maps as a newbie. If you want to rank in Google Maps and you're brand new, you're not really sure what to do, you need easy to follow instructions. Watch this. Hey man, this video goes out to my friend Darren Marion from Local SEO. I love you, brother, and I miss you. All right, guys, thanks for joining me today. So you want to be found in Google Maps, but not only where you registered your Google business profile, you want to be found 5, 10, maybe even 20 miles, a 20-mile radius around where you registered your Google business profile. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, this is for brand new people. I'm going to make this video as easy as possible. The first thing that you want to do, step one, before you do anything, is you need an SEO grid program. What you're looking at behind me is called an SEO grid program. This program shows you where you're ranking using dots on top of a map. When you have a green dot, that means you're located in the Google 3-pack, Google Maps. When you have a yellow or an orange dot, that means that you're just outside. And when you have a red dot, that means you can't be found at all, meaning that you click more places, you scroll down, and you can't be found, right? In order to start a program, you need to know what your starting point is. Right? Does that make sense? So what you do is you put your keyword in, you put your website in, you put your keywords that you're trying to rank for in this program, and then it will monitor each keyword and show you where you're ranking for that keyword. Okay? Now there are 3 programs that I like to use. This one's called Local Falcon. I have an affiliate link in the description below. We also use Local Viking. That's the program that you're looking at right now. This is coming from Local Viking. We also use a program called localdominator.co, and I suggest you take a look at that program as well. That's by my friend Eldar Cohen, really good guy. Okay, so those 3 programs, the first thing you want to do if you're starting to do maps is you need an SEO grid program. You cannot do Google Maps without knowing where your starting point is. Hey guys, if you like content like this, local SEO, easy to understand, please like and subscribe to my channel. I try to put out like 2 or 3 videos a week, and this is really just to help new business owners rank in the Google 3-pack, also known as Google Maps. Thank you. All right, guys, so before we get started, I just want to show you this grid. What's interesting about this grid is that this client came to us, we're all red, meaning that he could not be found in the Google 3-pack for mold remediation, I believe is his keyword. Mold remediation, mold inspection, those type of keywords. So as you can see on the bottom here, in December, cannot be found. January, a month later, still can't be found. In February, we're starting to open it up a little bit. And if you notice, by April 28th, he's practically greened out. And this is a 100-mile radius. All right, this is a 100-mile radius. So this is really good. And I am just gonna, in this video, I'm just gonna show you how we did it. I'm not holding back anything. Follow this video, and this is how you could do it. Real simple. All right, guys, so let's start off with a domain name. Let's just say you're just starting a brand new business, or you're just starting a second business. You want to come up with a domain name. It would be best if you used a domain name that had city name and the #1 GMB category. For example, Tampa Bay, right? That's where I live, Tampa Bay. You could be San Diego, New York, whatever you are, Brooklyn, right? Tampa Bay, water damage restoration service. Water damage restoration service is the GMB category for mold remediation. I'll show you in a moment how to see that. But the best domain name to use is the GMB category with the city name in front. Now, there may be some naysayers that say, well, that doesn't work. You're going to get automatically suspended. You may get suspended, just like any other name. You make sure you get all your paperwork, through LegalZoom. You could go to a website called LegalZoom. You could register an LLC through LegalZoom. You could get business cards. You could have shirts made, right? You want stationery made. You want to get all that done, because when you want to have some phone bills in your name, electric bill in that name, because when it's time and you get suspended, you're going to need to prove to Google that this is a real business. There's some other things you need to do with video. They may give you video verification, but I'm just saying that in order to rank, you want to use the city name and you want to use the GMB category. This is a lot better than Mike Smith's mold remediation service. This is going to rank a lot faster. Now, you have the domain name. This is 2024. People have been buying domain names since the early 90s. You want to make sure that somebody else hasn't used that domain name. So you go to a website called archive.org, and there's something here called the Wayback Machine. See this right here on the top? Wayback Machine. And what you do is you just put the domain name in, hit enter. It takes a couple of minutes, and then it's going to show you if anybody's used that domain name before. So for example, in this case, it says there's nothing archived. However, if you hit a domain name that somebody's used before, you'll see when it was purchased and what websites were on that domain name prior. So for example, you hit this, right? And what it does is it archives websites. Now, you may be saying to yourself, why does that matter? Well, if it's a spammy domain name and it has, Viagra and gambling and, all kinds of nonsense on it, you're not going to be able to rank that website. Okay? Because Google sees it as spam. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that it's either clean, it's never been used before, or if it's been used before, you want to, let me shut this fan. I'm freezing. Okay. Or if it's been used before, you want to make sure that it's clean. Okay, there's a lot of other things that you could do. If it's been used several years ago and nobody's purchased domain name in years, I would probably suggest to use all the same content that was on the last site and or optimize that content. But that's really for another video. All right, I want to keep this beginner and keep it as easy as possible. So we have the domain name. We checked to make sure that it wasn't spam. It's good. Okay, great. Now, we need GMB categories, right? Because when you set up your Google business profile, you need to set up categories. And I got a question today is, how do I know what category to use? Well, you type in your main keyword, mold remediation, right? And you'll notice that the categories are located right here, right next to the reviews. So it says water damage restoration service. Everybody's using water damage restoration service. You see that? So water damage restoration service is the GMB category for mold remediation. And it goes for plumber and it goes for DUI lawyer. And you need to make sure that you select the correct GMB category. It's probably the biggest ranking signal is creating the right GMB category. The other thing that I want to say is about reviews. So you're located here in the most clicked section on Google, which is the Google 3-pack right here. Google Maps, Google Business Profile right here. You'll notice that Mold Zero has 239 reviews and they have a 4.9. Paul Davis has 86 and Breath of Life. Air Quality has 36. 90% of the people are going to click Mold Zero, not because they're on top, but because they have 239 reviews. I could almost guarantee you that Mold Zero is taking 80 to 90% of the calls here. Why is this important? You need to get your reviews up. I'm going to say it again. You need to get your reviews up. It is so important these days to get reviews. Anytime you visit a customer, anytime a customer comes to you, you need to send them the link, the review link, and they need to do a review on your business. It would be great if they mentioned your business name, the service that you provided for them, the technician that went out to see them, whether they were you guys are affordable, professional, reliable. Use words like that. But you need to get as many reviews as possible using the keyword, the area, maybe if you could fit it in. For example, we're located next to the 122 precinct in Staten Island, New York, for example, right? If it's natural, you want to add landmarks inside that review so Google knows exactly where you are. Okay, that's super, super important. Now look, all your reviews can't be optimized. Some of your reviews should say they were great. You can't have 10 reviews and all 10 of them say you were located next to the 122 precinct or you're right next to the Brooklyn Bridge. I've been living here in Tampa for 6 years. I don't even know the name of the bridge, and it's like 2 miles away. I don't even know what the bridge is. I don't know. All right. Now, if you want to get additional categories, what you could do is you click more businesses. You'll see other categories. You could use the categories there. There is a tool that I use. I think it's fantastic. It's called GMB Everywhere. I'll put it in the link below. I do not have an affiliate link. I'm not an affiliate. I do get this. The fellow William has given this to me at no charge. All right? Full disclosure. But I get a lot of programs at no charge, and some of them are crap, and I don't mention them. I think this is a really good program. I think this is a good program. I think GMB Everywhere and GMB Crush, I think, is another good one. So use one of those, and they will list out all your categories. See Category Finder, you click that, and it'll come up with all the categories for this keyword. Okay. So then you come over to your Google Business Profile. You click your name. You find that by going to business.google.com. And that's how you find your Google Business Profile. And you click the first link over here. I think it says edit or profile or something. Edit profile right here. You click this edit profile. And these are your GMB categories right here. Okay, so you put the first one in, which is water damage restoration service, right? And the other GMB categories. Now look, I would suggest not to water this down. So don't add in, 15 categories that you want to rank for, because I think it's going to water them down. I would keep it somewhere around 3 or 4. And if you could keep it around 1 or 2, that'll probably be better. All right? So your GMB categories, make sure you're efficient with your GMB categories. Do not list 10 GMB categories. Don't go crazy here. 1, 2, or 3, I think is fine. I think you could get away with 5, but I don't think you need it for the most part. Unless maybe you're a lawyer, a big law firm that does, trial law and civil law and DUI and, those type of law. And there's categories for those, criminal law, criminal attorney, right? There's different categories for different subjects. Then maybe you need 5. But, for the average plumber or electrician, under 3, I think is fine. Okay. All right. So we have your GMB. So we got your GMB. We got your categories. I call it GMB. It's Google Business Profile, GBP. Okay. Now we're going to go over to your website. Now, when you're creating your website, you want to make sure that your title, if you mouse over the tab here, you'll be able to see your title. You go into WordPress, you change your title. It should be city name and then GMB category and then your brand name. Okay? City name, Tampa Bay. Water damage restoration service. That's your number 1 GMB category. And then ABC mold. Okay? All right. Phone number, nice and big on the right-hand side. Nice and big. If you have a logo where you click the logo and you come back home, so when you click the logo, for example, wherever you're at the contact page and then you click the logo and then you come back home, there's no reason for a home button. If I see a home button, I go crazy when people show me their website and they have a home button. You have the logo, that's all you need is the logo. You don't need a home button next to it. People know in 2024 to click the logo. And the reason why I'm saying that is this space up here this navigation space is extremely valuable. So your home page is everything about the GMB category, Tampa Bay, water damage restoration service, and then your brand name. This is called your H1 tag. Then underneath, it's certified professional restoration service. And then, in Orange County, because, where this client is located, they're located in Orange County. These are your H2 tags, right? You want to double up on your phone number. You want to use pictures that have to do with your category. I check out websites, lawyer websites, and they have pictures of their dog. They have pictures of their backyard. That has nothing to do with DUI law. It has nothing to do with mold remediation. Use pictures that are relevant to, how do you know that? Just go to Google, type in mold remediation near me or whatever your keyword is, and click images. What images do you see here? Do you see any dogs? You see any pools? You see pictures of mold, right? You see pictures of a van, right? So if you're DUI law, if you're a plumber, if you're plastic surgery, please take the dogs off your homepage. Please. So as we go on, we just keep writing. Now, here's a great section, FAQs. FAQs are a great way to squeeze in more keywords that have to do about the city that you're located in and the GMB category. Don't go crazy talking about every single service that you provide. Every page should be about that one subject. On this subject, it's about water damage restoration service. Okay? And so on. So you notice we're using relevant pictures. Okay? Scroll down. You want to add areas you serve with links going to those pages. And that's really important. What our customers say, and then what we do is we always add a section. Remember, Google wants to know 2 things: what you do and where you do it. So in this section on the bottom here, we put all about the area that the client is located in. Okay, so we write about that area. And then on the bottom, we put the footer. Now, what's important about the footer is 2 things. The hours are displayed exactly the way that they're displayed in the Google Business Profile. exactly the same way, open 24 hours. You can't just put Mun through Fry 24 hours. You need to list every day. Is it a major ranking factor? No, but it is a ranking factor. So list your hours the right way. The other thing I notice is that people put the wrong map. You need to put the Google Business Profile map located in your Google Business Profile, not at maps.google.com. All right, so you need to go into your Google Business Profile, grab the map, and embed the code and put that map right here. Okay, so we spoke about two things. We spoke about the Google Business Profile and we spoke about the website. Very important. Every single page on your website, let me go back to that a second. Every single page on your website, if you have a GMB category, your GMB categories go first. Okay, your keyword pages go second. We broke them up. And then your areas you serve go third. Okay, for every GMB category, you need a page on your website. You need a page on your website for every GMB category. You're not going to rank for mold remediation if you don't have water damage services as your GMB category. So you need to make sure that you have the right GMB categories to rank for those particular keywords. Now, when you're picking areas we serve, you're not picking areas that are 35, 40 miles away. You're picking areas that are 5, 10, 15 miles away. Start with 5 miles. Okay? Now, if you have a 10-page website, I would not create 40 areas we serve pages. I would not create 40 areas we serve pages. I believe it confuses Google as to what you do. If you're mold remediation, your website needs to be about that, not about the areas you serve. So just create 5 to 8 areas we serve pages, especially in the beginning. Okay. Your last thing is your reviews. What I would do, if I were you, is I would click the person with 239, and they don't necessarily have to be in your area. You could go to California if you're in New York. If you're in New York, if you're in California, if you're in New York, go to California. If you're in California, go to New York. Go to Alaska. Go to Oklahoma. And check their reviews. Don't take your neighbor, the competition, the guy right next to you. Now, you can't use the same exact review, but what you do is you click most relevant and you want to read the reviews. You want to see what people are writing. You want to see what people are writing. You notice that they use the brand name here. I was working with Colt, the person's name. See, not only professional and knowledgeable, all the stuff that I said. This is all the stuff that I said. These are the best reviews. Okay? Such a pleasure working with everyone from Mold Zero, especially Colt. This Colt Castillo must be a fabulous worker. Maybe I'll get him work for me. Okay? And you see how they're throwing in keywords, industrial hygienist? They're throwing in keywords there. So evidently, whoever works for Mold Zero is telling their customers, hey, we need a review, and can you lay out the review this way? And you should be doing the same thing. And you should be getting more reviews than Mold Zero. If you don't have 100 reviews in 2024, you're way behind the game. And 100 is nothing. 100 is nothing. In fact, if you're watching this, you want to give me a review, my link is in the bottom, is in the description below. Feel free, give me a review. I'm not trying to rank in the Google 3-pack. However, my business is still located in in Google on Staten Island. And the last thing I want to do is be found in the Google 3-pack. For Johnny the Nose to call me and tell me that he wants a website for free. I'll pass on that. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that even if you weren't a beginner, right, you found something in this video, you were like, wow, you know what? Like, for example, I didn't know about the Wayback, or I forgot about the Wayback Machine. You're right. Whenever you buy a domain name, you should always check it in the Wayback, because you're going to do all this work and then find out it was a spam website and you're not going to be able to rank it. So it only takes a couple of seconds before you buy it is to check it in the Wayback Machine. Just go to archive.org. Right? We also spoke about the GMB categories. Make sure you have the proper GMB category. Number one ranking factor. Make sure you have the proper GMB category. We spoke about GMB everywhere. That's going to help you get help you view your competition's GMB categories, amongst other things. It does a lot of other things. I also told you that I don't get an affiliate, but they did give it to me at no charge. But I also told you that I get other stuff at no charge, and I don't pump those people up either. So it's not because they gave it to me for free. I just like it because it's easy to use. All right? I showed you an edit profile. Click edit profile, and that's where you get your GMB categories. They're right here. And don't pick a million categories. 1 to 3 should be fine. Except if you're a lawyer, maybe you want to go a little bit more. I also told you how to create the website. Your H tags are really important. Don't put "we're the best." You're the best at what? This is what you're doing here in the H tags is you're telling Google what you do and where you do it. Take a look at your tags. These are your H tags, these big letters here. Take a look at yours. I guarantee yours say something like experienced and we deliver on time. Or something like that. That makes no sense. When you hire a designer, that means that they design something beautiful and it's going to look great. People show me their websites, I say they look beautiful. However, Google is looking for something different. They want to know what you do and where you do it. And you need to provide that information to them. And if you don't, you're not going to rank. And lastly, we spoke about reviews. Take a look at your competition's reviews. They don't have to be in the same state. And take a look at what other people are writing. Don't copy word for word somebody's review, but take a look at the important things they're writing. Are they writing the company name? Are they writing the technician that they worked with? Are they mentioning a popular building, bridge, monument in the area? They're saying they're professional, reliable, affordable, words like that. Google eats that up. Guys, I gave you a bunch of value today. I gave you a bunch of value. All right? So, and I don't want anything. I don't want nothing. I want you to win. That's what I want. I want you to win. I want you to watch these videos. I want you to be able to take care of your family. I want you to be good to your family. I want you to kiss your wife, kiss your kids. Be good to your family. Make some extra money, right? And then we're all happy. If there's something I could do for you, you see my number here. Feel free, shoot me a text. I'd be happy to work with you on any type of website design project, SEO project. But I'm laying everything out here. This is how you rank. And I really hope this helped you. Guys, until tomorrow, have a great day, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.